What's up, guys? How we doing? This is going to be the only video responding to trolls that I ever make. If I give you any more of my time, I would have to charge you for it. I do not appreciate the comments that I got on that Dara video. That you click on it, first comment you see is, "You said a slur, and you're traumatizing your child by talking to a computer for 15 minutes. No, what's traumatizing is, taking your anger out on your child, like my mother did to me. If my mother took her anger out on a computer, venting 15 minutes a day, I think I would be way better mentally than I am. See, I'm having this problem when it comes to making videos, and it's that this could be your first time seeing me. And I kind of make videos just assuming that you've seen all my other content before. I don't know how to sum up who I am and whatever and introduce myself in every video and get you to know who I am. Like, the footage is out there. If you care enough, you can go watch it. I've talked about my divorce. I've talked about my childhood. I've talked about why I'm where I'm at today. I've talked about everything. And I've got hours of footage out there. Okay? So, to make a video about Dara, the CEO of a shitty company who I've been invested 3 years of my time in his business being a good employee, that was a video 3 years in the making. You know, out of 101 videos, I have only gotten loud in 3 of them. No, me talking to a computer is not going to traumatize my child. And it's funny to me that the people that seem to talk about trauma are the people that have never experienced it. I literally make videos about trauma as an outlet for my trauma, to maybe relate to people through trauma. And here you are talking about traumatization when the only thing you've ever dealt with is not getting that Aeropostale shirt that you've wanted. You don't care about trauma. You just care about making yourself look like a good fucking person. You don't care about mental illness. You treat us all like we're zoo animals and just fucking gawk at us and excuse our behavior, spitting on the people that actually, clean up their act and try to get used to their mental disorders. You don't care. Your child's playing on a table. Equal bad dad. I don't care. Yes, she plays on a sturdy ass table. It may not look like it. That's a $200 table back there. Sturdy as fuck. I have stood on it and tested it myself to make sure that it wouldn't collapse. She doesn't stand on it. Sometimes she slides on it from that to the couch, and she doesn't fall. Do you know why? Because she's fallen off the couch and understands edges. That's how parenting works. I can tell that all these comments are coming from people that aren't parents. Literally every kid that has ever been born has fallen off of a couch. That's how they learn, hey, that's the edge, don't fall off. It's like putting a hand on a hot stove. Or fucking putting your finger in an electrical socket. Which I would never let her do. That's something I would intervene with. But when she's on the table, I know she's not going to fall. So that's why I don't get on to her about it. She's also waiting for me to fly her like an airplane, which I've explained extensively plenty of times. The footage is there. If you cared enough, you would go find it. What you do, and I think it's funny, because the I Had a Good Day video, I literally talked about her being on the table. And now I have 2 comments bitching about her being on the table, which tells me that you did not watch the video, because I literally addressed it. And she was only on the table for a minute out of that 17 minutes. So you didn't even watch past a minute. You just clicked on it. Bad dad. Even though I have hours of footage that proves otherwise. There is a reason why she is with me and not her mother. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? Of course you don't. You have no idea how the judicial system comes and works against dads. You have no clue. You just comment shit just to say it. Father of the year, yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. After everything that I put up with this year, to put up with an abusive ass wife for 4 years, just hoping that I would get her in the end. Yeah, I know your ass wouldn't be able to do that, so I am going to give myself a pat on the back. But what bothers me is the comment saying that I said a slur. I did not do that. And if you click on that video, now you're going to think that I probably said something like that. I have never said a slur and never fucking will. If anything, I call people out that do. Haven't seen you make any videos that call out people doing slurs. I took a picture of some other girl and used it as my profile pic. I'm halfway fuckable, so I got 70 subscribers that way. I'm getting really tired of you guys pretending like you care more about my kid than I do when I have hours of footage that you could go watch to figure out who I am, to figure out why I am, why I'm in this position, and what I've overcame to get here. But no, you just pretend like you care, comment I'm a bad dad because child plays on table or because I'm venting to a computer, literally using this as an outlet for my trauma, and somehow, some way, think that you did a world a favor, that you're calling out a bad parent. You're not. This is where I get it out. The second the camera goes off, I'm back there playing with her every second of every day. I'm out here working from 11 to fucking midnight, not getting a chance to sit down, literally, until midnight. 7 days a week. Wrap your head around that. You couldn't. Worst thing you've ever had to fucking deal with is your allowance money getting cut from $1,500 a week to $1,000. And you want to talk about trauma. Let me tell you something. As somebody that's dealt with endless trauma throughout their lives, you can spot people that pretend to care about it from a mile away. You can spot people that suffer from disorders from a mile away. And you can spot people that are faking disorders from a mile away. And you, my friend, falsely accusing me of saying slurs, falsely accusing me of traumatizing my child because of a 15-minute video is just fucking dumb. What, do you think she's going to have war flashbacks when she's 27 of me yelling at the computer that one time? But like, that's how stupid you are. You don't understand how trauma works or develops. Now, if I was using that aggression towards her, then you would have an argument. But that's not what I'm doing. And never have, never will. I don't know if that's what you envision when I get off of here, but that's not how it goes at all. If anything, my worst trait as a parent is spoiling her a little bit too much. I let her walk all over. I let her walk all over me. That's the truth. To be honest with you, I let her walk all over me. And that's something I got to get better at. And when it comes to troll comments, you got two types. You got the 13-year-old that thinks he's clever, that, you know, just says shit to say it, that you can bait into commenting again to boost your videos in the algorithm. And then you got the trolls that legitimately think they're doing good by commenting on your shit, but aren't, because there's hours of video evidence that goes against their point. But you don't give a fuck about the kid enough to actually go watch the other videos to figure out if I'm a good dad or not. You just want to watch a minute, judge others, because you're too fucking stupid and too much of a pussy to judge yourself. It's very fucking easy to shit on the person that tries than to look in the mirror and to question yourself. And I'm not going to continue to reply to fucking comments that are sitting here pretending to care about trauma, sitting here pretending, falsely saying that I'm using slurs makes it easier for the person that is using slurs to get away with it. So congratulations. I doubt you care about slurs either. You just spit on the people that actually use them, or actually suffer from people using them. Just like I'm sure you accuse somebody of being sexist if they don't open the door for you or disagree with you in a comment. You're spitting on actual women that are dealing with sexism. That's all you're doing. Pretending to care about mental illness. Oh man, that guy committed a murder. He's bipolar. You know, his brain doesn't work normally. I care about mental illness. You don't. You should be easy on this guy. He committed murder, but his brain's not right. See, I care about mental illness. I'm a caring person. No, you're not. You're spitting on the rest of us that have gotten our shit together and put in the work to do so. You do not care. You are commenting simply trying to make yourself look like a caring individual to get a few likes, when the reality is you could give a fuck less. You probably get offline and say the N-word and literally have no idea what causes trauma at all. You're speaking to somebody that is literally trying to communicate with others through trauma and be relatable through that. And my videos have done some good here. I've helped people, and I've gotten some decent feedback. And you know what? That's more than you have ever done with your fucking life. You sit here behind a black picture, judging others, saying stupid shit. I don't care that my child's back there climbing on a fucking table. She's not gonna fall off. Do you know why? Because she understands balance, dude. When she gets to a certain weight, then we'll start to talk. But she doesn't stand on it. I don't let her do that anymore. She doesn't fucking, she just climbs from the table to the couch. Big goddamn whoop. Yes, There's an if she could fall off scenario, but if we step outside, we could get struck by lightning. If we go drive today at work, we could crash in a car. If this, if that, if, and buts. What did Dwight say? I don't remember. But my point is I can clearly tell who's a parent and who isn't, and you pretending to care about my child more than I do when I have hours of video evidence out there just disproving your claims is laughable to me. Like, I get the Dara video was a little angry and a little excessive, and towards the end there, I got a little riled up, but towards the end there, my kid wasn't even in the room, so you can't even say that I was yelling in front of her. Out of the 101 videos I have made, I have yelled in 3 of them. One of them she was in the room for. She just happened to be in the room that day because we were in between shifts, and I wanted to make the video real quick because what that video was 3 years of pent-up frustration and anger being taken out. 3 years of being a good employee and being the reason that customers come back for a company to just shit on me, shit on the customer, and me finally being tired enough about it to speak up for it. So if anything, if my kid understood what I was saying, what she would have learned that day is to stand up for yourself against shitty CEOs that are trying to waste your time and squeeze every fucking penny out of you. But you're not smart enough to look at things that way. You go, he loud, that equal bad for child. Now, if I was sitting here screaming at the computer all day and actually screaming, then you might have a point. But you're talking about a 15-minute window, right? What you see here is not my day. What you see here is me venting. That's what this channel is. It's an outlet for me to vent. It's an outlet for me to get my anger out. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't have family to hang out with. I don't have mommy and daddy to go cry to like you do. I had nothing. So I vent on this channel, hoping that maybe, just maybe, this video will reach somebody that can relate. Reach somebody that's pushed to the edge just like I am, that's having negative thoughts, that thinks they're alone, that's tired, that's fucking doesn't want to go on anymore. And maybe this video just happens to be the video that gets to the right person at the right time that says, hey man, I know life fucking sucks and I feel you, but we keep going because we just do. We keep going because you never fucking know when your hard work will pay off. That's why I make these videos. Not because of the view count. Not because of fucking... Your troll comments I could delete. But I feel like that's being a pussy about it. You left them, whatever. I'm not going to delete them. But to say that I'm using a slur when I'm not, that's straight up lying. So way to show that you don't care about that. And if there's one thing that pisses me off more than anything in the world, it's people pretending to care. Using sexism as a weapon, not because you care about sexism, but to make yourself look good and to benefit from it. Or using racism as a weapon. Or using these social injustices as a weapon to make yourself look good, while actually setting us backwards. You're literally worse than an extremist on the right. Yeah, an extremist on the right might be stopping us from progress, but you are setting us backwards. And giving the right ammo to generalize the left. So shut the fuck up. If you don't like my videos, don't watch. But you commenting that I'm not a good dad when there's hours of footage that you could go and watch that prove otherwise, but you don't care enough to, you were just looking for the one thing that you could to comment, I don't give a fuck. And for somebody to talk about trauma to a person that has done nothing but experience trauma, who is trying to get that trauma out, to try to relate to others through trauma, it is kind of fucking ironic that you're going to lie about a slur, talk about what's traumatic, when you have never dealt with a traumatic experience in your fucking life. What is it about people that have lived the most privileged lives that pretend to be good, caring people and care about trauma? You don't know what creates it. You don't even know what the word trauma means. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop pretending like you care. You didn't even plan on replying to me in that comment because you knew you didn't believe your own words. You just said that to get a few likes. Congratulations, you did. You got 70 subscribers just by stealing someone else's picture and being halfway fuckable and pretend to care about social issues when really you don't. I bet you get offline and use slurs all day, every fucking day. I don't. I actually use my channel to call out people like that. What has your channel done? Nothing. And the problem I'm having with these videos is this might be your first time finding me. And I get that seeing me be uptight, wound tight, might be a little off-putting. But if you actually care enough to comment and call me a bad dad or whatever, shit on me for using language, what the fuck ever it is, there is hours of footage you could go watch to figure out who I am as a person, why I'm making the videos I am, why I'm wound this tight, why this, why that, why. You're not a good person. And the only negative comments I've ever gotten on my videos have had nothing to do with the point of the video at all. Have just been aimed just to troll. Oh man, no one cares. You got 17 views. It's not why I do it, dumbass. I could get 0 views and I would still post videos. I do this for me. Half of you motherfuckers out there smoke weed and take a different dick every day, or get drunk and chug a 12-pack of Bud Light and then go on to parent. And you want to talk to me about being a parent? I don't do any of that shit. Half of you shove a camera in your child's face and milk their existence for content. And you want to talk about parenting. You want to talk about trauma. Where are you on those videos? Oh, but you probably think those are actually good parents, right? I am done. I'm not replying to any more troll comments. I do not care that my child's playing on the table. If she stands up or she's standing up on the edge, I can see her, you know. You understand that, right? You understand that I can see behind me when I'm looking into this, right? So I can see if she's on the edge or not, or about to fall off, or whatever. But she never is. You know why? Because she understands balance, and you're just a parent that doesn't get that. Somebody that doesn't have a kid that doesn't get that. And one day you'll have a kid, and you will. You'll understand that kids don't fucking listen for shit, and sometimes they gotta find things out the hard way. That's just how it is, man. Hey, don't cross the edge there. Obviously, yes, if you could, the good thing to do would be prevent them from falling. But you can do everything in your power to do that, and they're gonna fall at some point, and that's how they realize, hey, that's the edge, don't cross that. Balance. I'm done. That CEO video, that was a well-deserved video. I watched this dude sit here and shit on my time and effort and shit on customers, and yeah, so I got a little bit heated and yelled at him for 15 minutes, and you're acting as if that defines my entire day, when really what my day looks like is getting up at fucking 10, getting out there by noon, fucking working until midnight, basically, coming home, cooking, cleaning, doing the dishes, blah fucking blah, don't get a chance to sit down, basically, until it's time to go to bed, but now, finally, I have a chance to have a little bit of free time, so I sit up a little bit late to either make a video or to, I don't know, breathe for a second. And you could not comprehend that, let alone not having parents to go to. Half of you pop out a kid and hand it to your fucking parents. Half of you pop out a kid and abandon it so you can go live the rest of your 20s and fucking party. Don't get on to me. Where are you guys getting on about the mother? Why aren't you asking about the mother, who is a fucking piece of shit, by the way, that doesn't give a flying fuck about being a parent, who's on child number 4 that she's abandoned? Where are you guys there? Where are you guys calling out actual bad parents? Because if you go back and watch the hours of footage that I've talked about, you'll see that I'm a decent fucking guy and a decent parent. I'm wound tight because of being a single dad, working damn near 7 days a week, damn near 10 hours a day, and getting by on rent by like $20 fucking because I got thrown into this position and somehow overcame it. And you want to sum up all of my effort and mental trauma that I've been through this year through I'm a bad dad because she plays on the table, and because I made a video where I got a little bit loud and said the word fuck. You don't care about trauma. You care about making yourself look good. Go fuck yourself. You are the reason that why when somebody actually deals with sexism, when somebody actually deals with racism, when somebody actually deals with trauma, they go unheard. I would rather you be a full-on racist fucking bigot than set us backwards, because at least they're just stunting, right? If you're a full-on racist bigot that's against progress, well, we're not moving forward, but at least we're not moving backwards. You people that pretend to care about social injustices for personal gain, that pretend to care just to make yourself look good, you're legit setting us backwards. You're spitting in the fucking face of people that deal with these issues. So, give yourself a pat on the back. You lied about me using a slur. You lied about me causing my kid trauma. She's not even in the fucking room most of the time I make videos, and me cussing at a computer screen is not going to cause her trauma. It would be different if I was directing that anger at her like my mom did to me, but again, I promise you, if my mother spent 15 minutes a day yelling at the TV instead of taking out all of her anger on me, I would be a lot better mentally. But please tell me, miss, I dealt with trauma all my life. My allowance money got cut and I didn't get the pair of shoes I wanted. Please tell me what causes trauma. You fucking idiot. I'm glad you were able to get a couple likes by pretending. I'm glad that you guys that pretend to care about my kid while she's playing on a fucking table that watch 1 minute of the video and just click to hate just because you can. I'm done. You're stupid. You if you were that concerned about her, you can go watch the other videos and figure out how we got to this point. I do not care. Nobody cares about that girl more than I do. Nobody cares about being is harder on themselves more than I am. And nobody cares about that girl's future more than I do. And I put up with 4 years of bullshit just to fucking get her. You couldn't fathom it. And I'm not going to explain it all again because I've already done an hour video on that. If you actually cared, you'd go watch it. Fuck off. Like, your attempts at trolling are so fucking pathetic. Like, there's some people that are just so stupid and bad at it that I know I can comment and get you to comment again to boost the video in your algorithm. And then there's some people that just say random dumb shit just to say it. Watch your kid, bro, as I'm sitting here watching her, making sure she doesn't fall off the fucking table. If she does, I bet you she'll think twice about getting on the table, right? Because no matter how much I get onto her ass about getting on the table, she's still going to. And notice how she doesn't fall. And you can call me a bad parent because she doesn't listen to me. What am I supposed to do? What, you want me to fucking spank her or yell at her over climbing on a table, which has been harmless? Fucking idiot.